But first, the story breaking here on APM Prime. The CBI is now probing suspected links between specific companies and Mauritian companies in the 2G telecom scam. In particular, Loop Telecom and Rcom, Reliance Communication, with 12 Mauritius-based companies.
This has been revealed from a copy of the CBI investigation report, the investigation that has carried on so far in the 2G spectrum probe, which is now in possession of CNNIB. It clearly shows that the shareholding patterns of Loop Telecom and Reliance Communications are under the scanner. The CBI has sent letter-rogatories to Mauritius to find out just who are the real owners of these 12 companies. Bhupendra Chaube reports.
These are the telecom czars of India, business tycoons with billions of rupees invested in telecom sector. Now, as all of them appear before the CBI one after the other, their assets and means of wealth creation are under the scanner. This CBI report, exclusively accessed by CNN-IBN, gives a blow-by-blow account of how companies headed by Anil Ambani and Loop CEO Sandeep Basu were busy allegedly manipulating money. This is the report which suggests quite clearly that during investigations, allegations have surfaced that one corporate group which had a substantial stake in another telecommunications operator in India in many circles was also holding controlling stakes over Swan Telecom Private Limited through Mauritius-based companies in violation of the established license guidelines. Similar allegations have now also been leveled against Loop Telecom. It's this Mauritian connection to these companies which is being looked at closely. Letter-rogatories have already gone to Mauritius. While scrutinizing the Swan Telecom Reliance link and the connection to Mauritius tax haven, the CBI also spotted a similar trend in another telecom company, Loop Telecom. The name of Loop Telecom itself was changed several times, from On Channel Private Limited to ShippingStop.com Private Limited, being back to Loop Telecom. What the CBI is now trying to unravel is who are the real owners in Mauritius-based companies that are holding stakes in these Indian telecom giants. Companies like Blackland Limited, Capital Global Limited, Inditel Holdings, Deccan Asia Infrastructure, KEF Investment Limited, Electro Investment Limited, Palab Investment Limited, and Aditel Holdings have been found to have stake in Loop Telecom. Etislal, Mauritius Limited, Delphi Investment Limited, Mavi Investment Limited are the Mauritian companies being linked to Reliance Telecom. All these are companies which, according to the CBI, are frontal companies for some of the big names in Indian telecom sector. It's to unearth the mystery behind these companies that the CBI is set to launch a special investigation now in Mauritius. In New Delhi, Bhupendra Chaube.
And Bhupendra Chaube now joins us from the capital. Bhupen, we've heard the Anil Dhirubhai Ambani group come out with detailed statements when allegations were made about their links with Swan Telecom. Have you contacted ADAG for a response to this report?
Yes, Smita, we've got a response now from the ADA group, and the ADA spokesperson has made it very clear that neither any individual or any group company from the ADA group has directly or indirectly benefited from any of these companies that we've just spoken about. Having said that, this is a story which is based on CBI investigations. What a detailed perusal of this report really presents is a picture where the CBI itself suspects that both Loop Telecom as well as Reliance Telecom are companies which were perhaps operating through some Mauritian subsidiaries. As far as the Rcom's case is concerned, the view from the CBI is that they are looking at one specific transaction, one specific deal very, very closely, and that's Delphi Investments. But it's the ownership pattern of Loop Telecom which really is turning many heads, simply because of the number of players who got involved in between and the manner in which money was manipulated from one holding company to the other.
All right, and Bhupin, very specifically, that letter-rogatory that the CBI is now sending out, what's the kind of response it's got so far?
Well, this response officially has not been conveyed to the CBI, but from what we are being told is that permission is likely to be given to the CBI investigators to go there and carry on with their investigations. Because the CBI investigators have named these 12 specific companies with operations in Mauritius, it'll be interesting to see just exactly what is discovered by the CBI sleuths.
Well, clearly more and more trouble for those companies under the scanner in the 2G scam, Reliance Com and Loop Telecom in particular. Bhupendra Chaube, thanks so much for bringing us that story breaking here on APM Prime. In fact, the top political story of the day also relating to the 2G scam. The government's given its in-principle nod to the opposition's demand for a joint parliamentary committee probe.